General Grievous is the definition of badassery in the Star Wars prequel saga. Like, when you first saw him in the Clone Wars micro series, everything about him was just awesome. Especially how he made his first debut, like showing up, smashing the Shaggy clone version of Shaggy, pretty much from Scooby Doo. Like that was just a joke they made, and then him appearing out of nowhere in the shadows, taking on 4 Jedi, and especially how he utilized his lightsaber combat. Like 1 minute he's using 2 arms, and then all of a sudden he's using his feet to hold lightsabers, and they're like, "Oh my god, this guy is super badass! Like this guy is unstoppable! Like oh my god!" Like able to hold his own against 4 Jedi masters and come out victorious and managed to kill at least 2 of them. One entered a coma and left 2 in critical condition. Like, yeah, you will never find another type of badass General Grievous like that ever again. And then in the long term Clone Wars series, they kind of lowered his role pretty much. Like, didn't really make him become that big badass that we saw in the micro series. Like, I thought, oh man, what's with Grievous? Like, why is he like this weakling now? Like, why isn't he the badass that everyone remembers him being? And like they never really explained that. Like, since at the time the micro series and the Clone Wars series were both canon during the Star Wars Legends program, um, they never really explained that. I think they said they were recanonizing the Clone Wars micro series. I don't know, um, but they never really explained why Grievous was pretty much a punk than this badass droid commander. Like everything about him, he had a memorable presence, especially his appearance in the micro series, and especially how he just went up and then you saw him really reveal 2 more arms, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy has just reached the level of badassness. Like everything about General Grievous was awesome, especially in the comics. They have him take on Ventress and Dirge in a 3-way battle for supremacy to determine who would be the leader of the Confederacy army, and Grievous emerged victorious. And the only people that could ever be able to beat him would be Count Dooku and Sidious for a variety of reasons. And they ultimately, and I really love the tidbit they made in Revenge of the Sith when Grievous was coughing a lot, was because in the micro series Mace Windu crushed his chest plate and his heart, and that actually would explain why Grievous was not as great as he used to be. Like that would really hinder his progress. So Mace Windu dealt a crippling blow to Grievous, and but I didn't like how Grievous was used in the long term series. Like, he wasn't really being the badass that he used to be in the series, in the Star Wars franchise. Like, he's able to take on one Jedi Knight, a Padawan, and 3 Jedi Masters, 2 of which are on the Council. And, like, I wondered what happened. Like, why is he not being badass? And now he can barely hold his own against a Jedi Master, Master Fisto, in the Lair of General Grievous episode. So, yeah, it felt like, yeah, he had moments in the Clone Wars series, but the time in the micro series was the most memorable, considering all things considering. So I'm saying that they may never make another badass character like Grievous again, and if they do, I hope they don't screw him up like they did with Grievous in the long term series, because it turned him in from being this badass droid commander to this punk that just had disgruntled issues with Count Dooku. Like every single time I'm expecting Grievous to impale Dooku with lightsabers, considering how they mostly banter and argue. And I'm like, what happened? Huh. Okay. Well, everyone, this was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.